everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect. It's been a hot minute since I last played this, but we are continuing on today. And first things first, we are going to finish our mission to get Dr. Liara to Sony. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Alright. Hopefully the Geth wouldn't be able to fit an armature in here. Although our radar is yep. Wonder if overload can kill that shield. Oh, hey, again. Nice. Shouldn't be surprised. I've never really tried that before. Let's see. Also, I can do that. Vaporize.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Alright, that was all of them. Very good. For now. See, looks like a force over there.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
That doesn't really count though, does it? So there's no one there. Wherever Liara is, she must be below ground. Elevator. Oh, hi. I completely forgot about you. I mean, if you just want to glitch out like that, that's totally fine.
Protheans built to last. Looks like a lava flow port in here.
Wouldn't surprise me. Hey, I got that Metagel back. So all's well that ends well, and I still only have 3. I am so dead. You know, you said built to last, right? So what was with that creaking sound? This one's a little faster than the last one. What? Oh no. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Let's get out of here before it actually falls. No? Okay, good.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Liara to Sony, I presume?
Thank the goddess. I did not think anyone would come looking for me. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
I know how to fight a couple of Krogan, and I've got a Krogan with me. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words, I know, but...
Charged and locked.
I'm here if you need me.
I'm on it.
Let's do this.
Take them out.
Geth below us? Geth below us. The bullet train knows no brakes. Seriously, those rockets are not fucking around. They're a one-hit kill if, on a direct impact.
Area secured.
Now it's secure, Ashley.
Perimeter secured.
Yes, I think it is. What do we have here? Oh. Nope. Oh, well that's a pity. I'll have to... Okay. I suppose. I'll be selling a bunch of stuff to the Normandy's requisition officer when we get back. I'm mainly just doing this for Metagel at this point. Yes. I still only have 3, oh my god. I have a med kit, please. And again, the Geth have no need for those things, so I don't expect to find one among this stuff here. Looks like a mining laser over here. We can use this to drill our way in. Alright, so this is actually a different version of the minigame. In the Xbox 360 version, I believe that it's the same all the way throughout, where it's like the Simon Says thing. But in the PC version, you got that Frogger minigame that you've seen up to this point, and then you have this. As far as I am aware, this is kind of random. Like, there's no set like sequence. Every time you play the game, it's something a little different. But if you fail, like the sequence is interlocked, so that first step is always going to be up. From there, it's a matter of trial and error figuring it out. Okay, so it's up, down, left, up, down, down. Yep. Alright. Carved yourself a nice little hole in the floor. And would you look at this? We're right past that barrier. This looks like an old Prothean interface here. And there you are, Liara. Guess I can't save.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on!
It is.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. Think fast, Miss Prothean expert.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Uh-oh. That can't be good.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Gonna be close, Skipper.
That's all we've got.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Both of your shit down before you guys screw me over. Okay. There's a way we can stun him. Actually, yeah. Garrus, overload his shield if you can. Whoa. Right, he's got biotics. Actually, no, I don't have the Krogan with me. What was I talking about? I thought I had Rex with me, but I guess not. This guy can be a real pain in the, you know, ass. So, oh thank you, actually. Okay, gotta get out of here before this place collapses on us. That rock went through the railing there. That was close. Surprised it didn't result in a bigger seismic event.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
Duly
We
noted.
almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
That old story.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
A beacon? Yes, that makes sense. But the beacons were not programmed to interact with human physiology. I am surprised you were able to make any sense of it at all.
You know, a lot of people complained about the auto dialogue in Mass Effect 3, but a lot of the dialogue options, particularly in this scene, no matter what you choose, Shepard still says the same thing. And honestly, I don't fully hate the auto dialogue in 3 because of it, because what the auto dialogue in 3 was doing was more or less just cutting out the middleman. Because yes, it would be nice if Shepard unique for, but in some case he or she doesn't, and no matter it ends up being no matter which one of these you pick, she just says the same thing.
It's just a bunch of random images, even after I got the cipher.
Hello,
cipher?
Grandmaster Chris, how are you?
Some Asari mumbo jumbo, supposed to help the commander think like a Prothean. I don't know if it worked though.
The cipher altered my perception of the visions, but it's subtle. I still can't make sense of what I'm seeing.
And this was something another Asari did to you? Commander, with your permission, I would like to try something. You were touched by the beacon. The visions are locked away inside your mind. One of my people gave you a deeper understanding of the visions, but you still cannot put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I might be able to help you.
Jim's at the defensive, having the same response every time. Yeah, and yes, Nazo, you're right. I do notice some subtle dialogue changes, but some of the other ones, like earlier in the game when Shepard was describing her vision, it was the same line across all three choices.
I'll do whatever it takes to stop Saren.
Like the Asari who gave you the cipher, I can join my consciousness to yours. Maybe my knowledge of the Protheans will help clarify your vision.
It's worth a shot.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Words of the wise, do not watch this sequence in slow motion.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What'd you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
And I seem to remember, well, if you, leave her there long enough, she thinks you're a hallucination, but I don't know what the trigger for that is. Do you have to have been to both Pharos and Novaria and leave Liara for last? I never really figured that out.
What's our next move?
Saren knew you were touched by the beacon on Eden Prime. He probably came after me because he feared I could help you understand it. I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, find the missing portion, and I am confident I can put all the pieces together.
Yeah, like I'm ever choosing this one.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
Okay, look. If you really have an issue with the fact that the ruin was built on top of an active volcano, take it up with the Protheans. Oh wait.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
No pressure, right? You know, I'm trying not to disconnect this playthrough as much as I want to. Also, why isn't the Normandy's music track playing? That's so oh, right. I think because of the vision with Liara, it kind of screwed that bit up. Let's see, first things first, I'll make my customary rounds of talking to everyone. And then...
We haven't had time together since our last chat. A lot was said when we talked.
You seemed decisive then, Lieutenant. Why so hesitant now?
I don't want to distract you too much. The deeper we get into this mess, the bigger it seems. I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
First off, if you want an ear, you've got two perfectly good ones on either side of your head. If you want another one... I'm not going to continue that line of thinking.
It's up to the Alliance to take its proper place, even if we have to kick its ass to convince it to kick theirs.
We're out here trying to save everyone. We can worry about who's king after the dust settles.
I don't know about that. Remember Vernus? There are a lot like him.
Yeah, there are. But there are a lot who aren't like him. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
That's the rumor, Chris, that they're actually working on it.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue Talon, right in my face. I cut loose.
Well, you'll see what's
Full
happening with
biotic
that,
kick right in the teeth.
now, so...
Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary.
That begs the question, what does Garrus actually do on the Normandy in this one? I know he hangs around the cargo bay, but...
was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. That's funny. I'm not sure which of us got the worst of what happened.
Was Rana all right?
Rana? Yeah. Yeah, she was fine. We never really, we stopped talking after that.
I don't understand.
Rana had a gentle heart. She loved everyone. Vernus terrified her. We all protected her from him, and everyone who loved her. But after what I did to him, she was terrified of me too. Anyway, this is,
honestly,
at a point here.
Yeah.
Aliens are individuals. Just because one's an ass doesn't mean they all are.
You are right now, so they do need to play this trilogy.
That Turian, but he wasn't a Turian to me. He was Vernus.
And here I was concerned you were damaged goods.
I've got a few scratches and dents. I hope they just give me character. I don't think we'll be operating without support for much longer. Pretty soon, not
So yeah,
even
Nazu, I'm not playing like this with, like, yes, I obviously have
when it's over, Shepard.
foreknowledge of what happened to the rest of the trilogy, but I'm playing
We'll talk later, Kane.
like I'm playing this from a pure role-playing perspective, like how Shepard would act in the moment, and not Shepard played by someone who has knowledge of the next 3 games in the series. And yes, Solarians only live for 40 years. But also apparently they lay eggs, but they also have like I wonder how useful this actually is. Yeah, that's fine. I should probably work on this tree next. And yes, that's true, he does stand next to the Mako. Alright, next I'm gonna talk to Liara and then head down into the cargo bay where I'm gonna be talking to everyone else, as well as getting rid of a large portion of my inventory.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
No.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Yes, Nazo, like a TV series that changes in. Yeah, I do remember that about stasis, at least in 1 and 2. I think they changed
You're in
it
good
in
hands.
3 so that you can damage
Chakwas
them.
knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I had to save you. You can help me stop Saren.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry,
Okay, I'm just gonna say
I
it.
trust you.
Liara
you
kinda
won't let me
looks
down.
like she has a
It
black
means a
eye
lot to hear you say that, Commander.
from certain
Thank
camera
you.
angles.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always
nice.
outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe
Thank
she
you,
thought
NASA.
aligning herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to
That's
understand
nice,
other
but-
species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Okay, I'm gonna make one other thing perfectly clear. I have problems with the Asari, like, as not as a species, but, like, their attitude towards everyone else in the galaxy. This won't become relevant until 3, but that's all I'll say about that for now. Also, I never liked Liara as a romance option, even in this one, because she kinda comes off as kinda stalkery and kind of like sees Shepard, at least at the start, as nothing more than like a test subject.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore
Yeah, the
the
lighting
genetic
does
memory
Liara
of
no
their
favors in
species.
Mass Effect
We
1
share the
on
most
Normandy.
basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Like, okay, from certain camera angles, she looks like she has a black eye, and from other camera angles, she looks like she hasn't been getting enough sleep.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold.
There's
I am
another
what is
darker
sometimes
reason
called
for
a
that.
pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
It's more than that, Nazo. I won't say any more for fear of spoilers for anyone in the chat who hasn't played this series, but yeah, when we get to that, I'll explain everything about that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us.
Yes,
the union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
And honestly, that's a good way to look at things. I wish more humans looked at relationships that way, instead of, you know, focusing on a partner, like possibly losing a partner, or like every single one of their faults. Instead, why don't more people just appreciate their partners and, you know, just enjoy the time they have together, instead of all this mistrust that seems so rampant today.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
And I
get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must enjoy something about it.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost secrets has a special appeal for me. You were actually touched by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm not some artifact you can take back to your lab, Doctor.
Boom.
I am sorry, Commander. I did not mean it like that. I am used to dealing with computers and data disks. I am not very good with people. I let my professional curiosity get the better of me. Please forgive me. Let us talk about something else.
I'm a software engineer. I program. You have no excuse, Liara.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Yeah, this gives us a whole bunch of codex entries on the Protheans. Basically, TLDR, the Prothean beacons are their long-range communication systems. And then just Asari culture, which pretty much goes over what Liara says in more detail. I know I gloss over the secondary codex entries in comparison to the primary ones, where I let the narrator talk. But for the secondary ones, for the ones I find really interesting, I'll either read them out loud or just give you the short version. Loading. Alright, we can do Garrus, Rex, and Tally's loyalty missions today. Let's see if Ashley has anything to say.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Liara may be a yandere, but at least she's the harmless. Is there such a thing as a harmless yandere? Though.
You can't think I'm the most patriotic person on the ship.
Nah, you just happened by at the right time. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Don't tell me you're blamed for that.
Not formally. Dad got passed for promotion over and over. And I think my record merits more than garrison duty on a backwater agri-colony. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
Also, the elevators are not as big of a problem on, say, the PC version as they are on the 360 version. I don't know what it's like on the Xbox One or PS3 and 4 versions, but at least on the PC version, the loading times are cut down significantly based on the speed of your processor and your GPU. And elevators, like the Normandy's elevator went by in like 3 seconds. And then the Citadel elevators are about as long as you'd expect an elevator on a structure that large to be, rather than something overly long like what
happened to your grandfather
in the original
after the
console
war?
release.
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
Is this why you're always going on about the Council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CEO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Let's just go over planetary assaults, and obviously the Citadel prevents like asteroid drops or nukes being dropped on a planet, because that is mass murder. Although there is a certain DLC later on in this game that shows that some people don't have a problem with that.
What can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
Yeah, and here's the thing about, like, no PS4 version. Like, I'm kind of surprised that it's not available on the PSN store. Like, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Andromeda, and I like the fact that the PS4 has at least one Mass Effect game, but if it has one, it should have the rest of them.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we will find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing
So
me
formal.
out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander.
Hey, Jetty.
In my opinion,
How's it
Saren's
going?
too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
I'm glad you see it that way. I never had any intention of capturing that bastard. When I see him, he dies.
Good. The Council won't like it, but they can't stop you either. You see, this is why I want to be a Spectre. You never have to worry about bureaucratic idiots making a mess of everything.
Andromeda's fun, but it's not a good way to start Mass Effect. No, I agree. I would like have Andromeda be like either like your second Mass Effect game after this one, or like the sort of like unofficial integral spin-off between Mass Effects 2 and 3.
Just make sure you're ready when it happens.
Yes, ma'am.
See, another level up, and Turian government. And the Turians are a meritocracy. How about that? What was I leveling again? Oh, right. Because first aid is something I desperately need.
Shepard.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Shepard.
So you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you decided to go your own way?
I decided killing for credits was better than killing for a lost cause.
And yes, Chris, that is the best conversation in the game.
I'm not like you, Shepard. I'm no hero.
And no problem, Jetty. Thank you for
Bottom
stopping by
line,
here.
Killing for credits simplifies things.
And yes, it's a KOTOR and Star Trek feel, yes. And that's why I like this so much. It still has, like, it's not completely like the optimistic future, like the total utopia of Star Trek's future, but it still has Star Trek's spirit of exploration and hope for the future in ways that modern Star Trek simply does not.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
Okay, Nazo, you have a good night, and good luck with your work, and yeah, definitely I'll tag you next time I play this. Which...
So long, Rex.
Will be very soon, actually, because I like this game so much. And I like the rest of the series. I want to get to the rest of the series, too. Alright, so next let's talk to... I don't think we have to talk to Tally. And then I'm gonna sell off a bunch of crap to the requisition officer.
The end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
Won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tally.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tally.
Hold on a minute.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
You're playing KOTOR for the first time, Chris. Nice. I wish I could go back to when I played it for the first time, and I did play it when it first came out. It was actually a birthday gift. And yeah,
looking for supplies?
Great. You have the TOS crew in the prequel era and the next gen crew in the OT era. Interesting.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, actually, I'm not going to be buying much from you. Mostly, I'm going to be selling a bunch of stuff. Actually, all my I don't know if you guys can hear how fast I'm just clicking my mouse button right now. being a little more selective just because it's hard to find good Krogan armor. Oh, shoot. I hope I didn't have that equipped. I think I'll keep it going until I reach the level 6 stuff that I... Actually, this is probably fine. The A in this almost resembles the Starfleet logo. Yeah, you're right. And I think it was inspired by that. The A is for the Systems Alliance, and the Systems Alliance is just the major nations on Earth all joined together in one conglomerate, but each of the nations they're still their own independent nations. So the United States is still the United States, Canada is still Canada, etc., etc. So next, I need to... So we could go to Nevaria first, but... Let's see if we can... Ah yes. Let's track down Dr. Salion for Garrus. He is in the Herschel system in the Kepler Verge.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Oh, right. Gotta take care of this first. Even hit the item limit and unable to pick up higher level stuff, virtually convert to Omnigel when you can sell them. Yeah, but I'd rather sell them and make the money.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'm honestly glad that they dropped, like, this kind of inventory system in the later games.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander. But they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Oh, what did he say on that crossover jetty?
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I think 3 hit the best balance between casual shooter and true RPG in terms of inventory management. Yeah. You didn't really have an inventory in 2. And then 3, you kind of did all, but you didn't have to, like, worry about selling stuff, which is nice.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Okay. Let's see, I think we get a primary codex entry for Vermeer, and then a secondary for SCG. SCG is a lot like the Spectres, but it's for the most part all Solarians, and they are very proactive, just taking action if they see a problem. Like the Genophage during the Krogan rebellions, that was a joint Turian SCG effort. And I'm gonna let the narrator talk for Vermeer.
Farrell. Vermeer is a lush world located on the frontier of the Attican Traverse. Its vast seas and orbital position on the inner life zone have created a wide equatorial band of humid, tropical terrain. Only the political instability of the region has impeded efforts at colonization. Many times the Citadel has opened negotiations to settle Vermeer with various criminal gangs and petty dictatorships in the nearby Terminus systems. All fell apart due to internal power shifts within the opposing parties. The Citadel has written off the colonization of Vermeer as impossible without significant political change. The Terminus powers themselves are unlikely to ever settle Vermeer. Most lack the resources to support settlement of a virgin world, finding it more expedient to steal from their neighbors than build for themselves.
It's kind of like the Teen Titans villain Control Freak. Ah, yes, I remember him when he zapped the Titans into the TV where fiction can hurt you. Nice. Well, that sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, so my question in regards to Vermeer, if it's on the frontier of the Attican Traverse, why does the Council care about what the Terminus systems have to say about it? Because if the Attican isn't the Attican Traverse still under count in Citadel jurisdiction, in that, or is it in kind of like a no man's land like the Romulan neutral zone what is for Star Trek? Let's see, for now we're gonna, I think we did everything in this system. So go into the Kepler Verge to find Dr. Salion. Let's see, here's the Kepler Verge. This way when Blue Shogun alters Star Wars, it's basically how I'd rewrite it. Nice. That's pretty clever. Alright, before we find the ship, we're gonna do our customary survey of the system here. Oops. Oh, aha! So we got the platinum, very nice. Rock, no big deal. This is actually one of the few systems where you can't actually land on a planet. The Fidel is a Kowloon class modular conveyor of human design. In addition to the standard cargo bay, the hull has several biological research modules attached. Registry, private owner, Dr. R. Hart. Alright. Sounds a bit suspicious, but Liara, this is your debut, don't screw it up. Oh. I may have made a mistake in selling off all of my level 5 stuff. Let's see. Garrus looks ridiculous in that. Besides, this has more shield capacity. Ooh. Actually, give me a minute here. Yoink! And then... yeah, I'll give that one to Liara. And then, let's see, is there any... Let's see, no better Omni tool upgrades. Phoenix armor kind of sucks. Oh, I never liked the way the Phoenix armor looks. It looks like... Actually, yes. You can wear the Phoenix armor, Liara. Oh shoot, I forgot to buy any of the Spectre weapons. Oh well. The world building in Mass Effect and KOTOR is outstanding, indeed it is. You know, you want to do your version of DC and Marvel. They are alternate Earths forced to merge with his for their survival, but with consequences. What kind of consequences would you say they are? Unforeseen consequences? Tendril event where you meet your favorite versions of mythical characters like the Musketeers or Robin Hood. Nice. It's a lot of red on the radar here. Garrus, you don't need your sniper rifle in such close quarters. Also, Liara. I want it to do it to the enemy, not to the wall. Thank you. Yeah, go sick. Maybe keeping the anti-thorium gas would have been a... Seriously? She gets barfed on... Okay. They both get barfed on and that's it. They're dead, huh?
We're ready, Shepard.
That's it. Just come down here. I promise it's not a trap. I've got candy. Or you want to stay there and get shot? Fine. I wasted a grenade for nothing. Shoot. Nope. Okay. It's not around. That's the last.
All clear.
Let's see. Yep. After all of which, when you merge 3 different Earths, the stories, the 3 realities need to merge as well, and will be rewritten somewhat. After all, if there's a Superman on Blue Shogun's Earth, what keeps her from interfering with Blue Shogun's tragic origin? That is true, but. And I don't know if, like, just because if all 3 Earths merge, would that mean that all of their histories would have to merge as well? Or would they just have to adapt? Alright, so Dr. Salion, let's see if he's on the bridge. Nope. Not even a log.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Salion.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
We'll take him in, drop him off at the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the Commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
He doesn't sound right. Oh.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus, but you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Salion's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. Pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. Time to head back to Normandy. Dang it. You know what? Fuck you. And you. Why not? I've got the Omnigel to spare. I can just throw it at this crap. disappointed because his hero couldn't help him. Was he saving the world before Blue Shogun's debut? Is this gonna cause Blue Shogun to become something like a Syndrome from The Incredibles? You're gonna stop talking about Blue Shogun? Oh, I like it when you talk about Blue Shogun though. Alright. Back to the Normandy. Get the hell out of this place. Okay. Our next stop is to get Rex's family armor. In the Argos Row cluster. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Two systems in the Argos Row cluster. Let's try this one first. Medghost. Oh no, we've been here before. We've been here before. So it's gotta be in the Phoenix system. Productions advise that you keep quiet about it until finished. I'm only saying a little here because it's you. Fair enough. During a scan of the Phoenix system asteroid field, you detected an odd energy reading that Tally determined was Quarian in nature. She led a recon team into the asteroid field where she discovered an abandoned freighter. The team could not determine why the ship was there, but they did find a Prothean data disk on board. Alrighty. Check these for any interesting asteroids. As I gotta really drag my mouse. Ton Tau. Alright, since Rex, let's get your family armor and let's bring... I haven't brought Tally anywhere in a while. And thank you, Jedi. Jetty, I appreciate that. Jetty the Jedi. Actually, that raises an interesting question. Would you be a Jedi? Jetty? And I don't ever do the debris here, I usually just do the anomalies and that's it. It's ready for some Mako physics. Mass Effect 1. One of the first bouncy castle simulators that happens to be attached to an RPG. Wait a minute, this looks like a suspiciously flat surface. Don't you dare spring a thresher maw on me. immediately suspicious. So that looks like a Prothean ruin there.
Moving out.
This is probably another Asari writing, which I actually need for something a little later in the series. Yep. You found one of Matriarch Dilanaga's writings on this body. It's possible the writings came from the nearby ruins. So how many is that now? Let's see. 6. Alright, let's head over to the hidden structure. About face. And I do apologize, I know these parts of the game are a little boring in comparison to like the story missions, but I don't know. I like the Uncharted worlds. They're relaxing. And this track in particular, the music track that's going on right now, we're going to be hearing it again a little later. Maybe not later tonight, but nope, that way, very good. I see we got some red on the radar. As is to be expected. That's a pretty small scene. Ah. Yeah, you're not kidding, Tally. Alright, let's move in.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Let's go get it. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Hello.
Heads up.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Rex, quit shooting me.
Go, go, go!
Oh, those are fuel tanks. Good to know. Oh. Uh-huh. Well, good thing I quick saved. Sentinels are really squishy.
Now it gets fun.
Go, go, go!
Okay.
Go, go, go!
You may be right about that, Tally, but let's... Oh no, you piece of...
Go, go, go!
lack of autosaves is right, especially when... Oh, there's Actus. Damn it, Tally. Okay, let's see, what can I do here? Down on the ground. Also... No, that's not what I wanted. Run!
Powering up.
Okay, Actus is down.
Go, go, go!
I just have to take out the rest of his little entourage here. Oh, it's enemy is everywhere. I always thought it was enemies everywhere. Shows what I know. Also, stop using immunity, you piece of shit.
Enemy is everywhere! Enemy is everywhere!
Hang on, Mo. Grenades.
Go, go, go!
Maybe these will be better.
Enemy is everywhere!
And people wonder why they removed grenades from the series after this. At least from the second game.
Go, go, go! Hold the line! Enemy is everywhere!
Now it gets fun.
Shit, no,
Go,
they're
go,
not.
go! Go, go, go!
Oh my god, I fucking
Go,
hate
go,
you.
go! Hold the line!
Rex, do something else. Actually, yeah, switch to your assault rifle. I actually need you to hit them.
Enemy is everywhere!
Good to go, Shepard.
Let's see, Tally, is there anything you can actually do here?
Go, go, go!
Down on the ground.
Clear.
Jeez. Alright, Rex, I hope this armor of yours was worth it. Okay, that's small compensation. GTA 5's Trevor work here, he'd activate his rage, which makes him temporarily invulnerable, charge in and blow him away. Yeah, that's pretty much what immunity does, which is why you sometimes see their health bars go white. As a Sentinel, Shepard doesn't have immunity. I think she only gets immunity as a soldier in a Vanguard. Feel free to correct me on that if I'm wrong. I'm not as familiar with Mass Effect 1's classes outside of Adept, Vanguard, and Soldier as I am with the rest of the games in the series.
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Rex touches his grandfather's armor, his expression thoughtful, perhaps. Krogan are hard to read. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with renewed purpose. Time to move on. For our next stop. We actually have technically three other UNC missions to take care of. Major Kyle, the Cerberus stuff, and then there's one other thing in the Armstrong Nebula. I don't know, I think I might wait a little bit to do the Armstrong Nebula stuff since to mention it, I might wait until next time to take care of Cerberus too, because those are multiple bases that you have to hit. Vanguard is the biotic smasher. They can teleport and smash them head on. 3, yes, that is correct. Charge Nova wins the day in that one. So let's see. I'll go help out Major Kyle in the Hawking Data Cluster. I actually got the mission with him early on. I just didn't do it yet because you need a very high level with a Paragon or Renegade to have this particular side quest result in a good outcome. I don't even know if I have that level yet, but we're about to find out. Aha! This place is actually pretty important in the second game. Cobalt, very nice. Wait. Palladium, not bad. These minerals actually have greater importance in Mass Effect 2. While scanning the planet Thoropto, you discovered a tiny moon with some odd readings. Further scans by Chief Engineer Adams revealed a destroyed escape pod. Your salvage team recovered the components and found a League of One medallion. I think I already clicked on this. Let's see. Looks like he's holed up on one of Klindagan's moons. Or maybe it's only moon. Ah, the anomaly's right on the way. Perfect. I like it when things work out like that, where the anomalies... Oh, there's another one right here. Let's see what you got. Oh. Come on, Mako. You can do it. Come on, buddy. cluster of prefab utility shacks have a distinctly ramshackle look to them. A set of rover tracks lead away over the mountain ridge to the southwest. I wonder if there's anything here. There is. Actually see those rover tracks on the ground, but I know where they lead anyway, so aha. Whoop. Sometimes all you gotta do is let go of the controls.
Got it.
Terrain insignia recovered. Digging under the beacon revealed a piece of scrap metal, likely from a very old freighter. It was marked on one side with the Macedon outpost insignia. Alright. Next stop, the mine. Ooh, what's this? A wrecked mining vehicle. The front of the rover is crumpled in from impact. A glance inside tells you the occupants, probably a team of illegal wildcat miners, are dead. Debris is still sliding down the furrows left by its tires, silent in a near vacuum atmosphere. Maybe that indicates that this could not have happened all that long ago. And yeah, I did see you streaming Ghost of Tsushima and having a bit of trouble there. It looks a lot like Sekiro, and like, dare I say it, a spiritual sequel to Sekiro. I still don't get what all everyone's making a fuss about, since it looks like an awesome game, but this ridge, we should be at the biotic compound. Oh. Oh, I suppose one more ridge couldn't hurt. And there's a bit of a metal deposit over there. Let's go for that first. Might I interest you in some gold-pressed latinum? Alright, let's tread carefully here. Can be frustrating at times, also because I tried some side missions without getting gear from storage. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that can be tough.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Alright, well, we got an audience. And yes, I am this petty. And lazy.
Cover me.
No diplomatic incidents, Ashley.
Father Kyle says other humans are scared of us because they know we're better than them.
Excellent. Yes, I did just show the door on them. What of it? Hee 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 hee.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Yavin station in KOTOR 1 was small for a very specific reason. It was, not in the original Xbox release. It was later added through, I think it became paid DLC on the Xbox, and then it was just there in the PC version. So it was like this small thing that it really only adds just, the endgame gear, and that's it, really.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you are endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
Oh good, I have enough Paragon points to talk them down.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No, this was my fault. My children are innocent, pure. Please, I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait, if my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way they will understand. Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm gonna trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Joker can have the Fifth Fleet pick Major Kyle.
I'm not sure.
I just hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
I mean, 4,000 years is kind of a long time. The Empire probably scrapped that station for parts for the Death Star or something. Actually, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. They wouldn't do that. Maybe during the Clone Wars it was like converted into a medical station or something. But I don't see why anyone either during the Clone Wars or indeed during the Rebellion outside of that initial hiding spot would anyone go there. And then of course it becomes Luke's Jedi Praxium. Well, it wasn't really just a matter of added sections. The station was small because it was only the airlock in that one room, but you do see other rooms that are just locked off by access denied doors. But in this case, access denied means...
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Hold on a minute.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was gonna end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
But yeah, it wasn't like the station wasn't just the airlock in that one room, obviously. It was only that small in the game because they didn't have resources to expand on it, or they just decided that it wasn't really all that important to warrant that kind of expansion. Isolation-style story in Star Wars, it should be there, since Alien Isolation was on a space station by a gas giant. Yes, that would actually be pretty cool. Admiral Kahoku has given you the coordinates to a research facility run by the Cerberus group. You need to investigate the planet Benthu to find out why Cerberus is unleashing alien monstrosities in the Attican Traverse. Alright. I guess we're doing Cerberus today. Fantastic, we can finally make that beryllium sphere. And a Prothean data disk. You detected a weak signal coming from the far side of the planet. Arumtur. Joker brought the Normandy around and your salvage team picked up a small escape pod trapped in orbit. There was a long dead Turian inside, along with a few personal items and a Prothean data disk. Yeah. Alright. Ashley and Rex, let's go. What would be on the station? Because obviously you can't have a xenomorph in Star Wars. And maybe you could have a xenomorph-like thing in Star Wars, but... Vader Star Wars story film would be like Alien Isolation. Vader alone on a 200 crew rebel cruiser, Rogue One, and anyone. So it will be Alien Isolation, except you are the monster. Or would you be one of the rebel crew trying to survive Darth Vader's onslaught? Turrets. Right, can't park the Mako unless it's on flat terrain. Prothean data disk. Nice. As a matter of fact, looks like that we don't need to get any more Prothean data disks. There are more in the game, But I do need to get the rest of the Matriarch's writings. So there are 3 server spaces. Actually, you get to know the crew before a capture Vader is unleashed. He let himself be captured in Luke's base center. Oh, I have a better idea. Instead of that, have it kind of be the Force Unleashed 3. Because remember, at the end of Force Unleashed 2's good ending, they take Vader away to be held on Dantooine. Maybe over Yavin 4 he escapes. Hell? Arachni? Man, this is gonna cause some weird issues with, like, continuity, because you're not supposed to fight the Arachni until Novaria. Like, spoilers. This is not where I want you to be, Shepard.
You must die!
The crew's doomed, but you have to try and prevent Vader from getting to the base. Luke is in a rebel cruiser. They think it's friendly. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But like I said, have it set before A New Hope, and have it be the Force Unleashed 3. Sending a civilian fire on the cruiser, forcing Vader to flee. That's actually nice. Okay, let's try to kill Cerberus before taking on the frickin' Arachni. Actually, also gonna give myself some better equipment. For everyone involved. Rex, what the hell are you doing? Switch to that. Okay. Dark Clone is still looking away. Okay, so... So have the clone be a factor too. And stop using that bullshit. There. Yeesh. by a lot better. Oh, there's still someone back here.
You must die!
Oh, it's the sniper. Shouldn't be a problem. He says the sniper kills him.
You must die!
Or not. That works too. The story comes down to Starkiller versus the Dark Clone, what comes to Juno and Coda. Dark Clone fights Coda. Coda dies. Juno and actual Starkiller survive.
All targets down.
Dark Clone dies in the station's destruction, and Coda actually dies on Alderaan when it's destroyed by the Death Star. Or no, Starkiller and Juno survive. Coda is killed by the Dark Clone. The Dark Clone is killed in the explosion of the station, and Starkiller and Juno try to coordinate the Rebel Alliance from Alderaan, only to become casualties when the Death Star destroys the planet. That was one of 3 Cerberus research facilities we have to hit. As much as I would like Starkiller and Juno to survive, not only live during the original trilogy, but to survive it and then live a long, happy life after, I don't know. I feel like them dying on Alderaan would anticlimactic, but they would at least, like, Starkiller would obviously become one with the Force when it happened, and he would be able to see his alliance come to fruition when the second Death Star is destroyed. And after that, he would just, like, fade away into the Force with the knowledge of a job well done. Or have Starkiller and Juno live during the original trilogy. Have Coda survive his encounter with the Dark Clone, but barely. Like, he's in a coma barely. And then he's rushed to Alderaan for better medical care. And right around that time, the Death Star approaches the planet. For the first ending where even though Starkiller dies, Juno, Coda ate the rebellion. They just aren't present for the movie events. Like, maybe they made Ahsoka and ate her. Yeah, probably. But I think
I'm on my way.
Discounting Rebels, I think if they were gonna use Ahsoka, you can use her during the rebellion if you want, but have Vader kill her and have her be permanently dead. And yeah, that would be cool. Anakin's 2 apprentices coming together. Oh great, more Thorian creepers. Well, I'm dealing with Serbies first.
Go, go, go!
Peekaboo.
Go, go, go!
Oh. That was awkward.
Go, go, go!
Excuse me, sir, did you just resist my throw? Oh no. Okay, good. Carrier, come on, come on. Okay, you guys know the drill. We fall back here.
Can't get there.
What do you mean you can't get here? Just move an inch to your right. Oh, come on. That didn't hit me.
Go, go, go! Enemy is everywhere!
Yeah, Ahsoka versus Starkiller, Anakin's apprentice versus Vader's apprentice. Who wins? That is a good question. I have no idea. Probably Starkiller. Or, although what context would that be? Would Starkiller still be Vader's assassin by that point? Or would he be fully, like, freed from that notion? Because if Starkiller is no longer Vader's apprentice by that point, there's little reasons for them to be fighting. He couldn't even do a simple, easy decryption. What a noob. No sign of Kahoku among the creeper corpses. He must be at one of the other labs in the area.
Let's head to that next base, Shepard. This is my kind of mission.
Oh, I didn't get a pop-up like that for the next one. Ta-da! We're Starkiller fighting. The movies both have the peak of their abilities. Even if Starkiller is a Jedi, let there be a misunderstanding to instigate the fight. Okay, like maybe she heard of him as Vader's assassin and, like, won't listen to him when he's trying to be all like, I'm not with Vader anymore. So I must have missed something in this other room here. Come on, Mako, can't you go any faster?
Redeploying.
Just a quick check here. Just making sure I got everything here that I needed to. Wait a minute. You check for a pulse, but find none. Admiral Kahoku is dead. Despite the ferocity of the creatures he was sealed in with, there are no signs of trauma on his corpse. The needle marks on his arm suggest a different means of execution.
Oh god, it's Admiral Kahoku.
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
If samurai were given a lightsaber and he experimentally wielded it like a katana, who would win between a samurai and a Jedi? The Jedi on the basis of having the Force alone. That being said, I see no reason for a Jedi and a samurai to fight against each other. In fact, they would get along pretty well. But even as like a raw test of strength, the Jedi would probably still win.
Ready.
There's one server space we have yet to hit here. Probably don't need to clear it out, but I want to anyway. Without force abilities, just sabers. As a raw test of strength, probably the Jedi, because even if the samurai wields the lightsaber like katana, he probably doesn't have like as much knowledge about how to wield it as a Jedi would. As a Jedi fully trained in either one or multiple of the 7 forms of combat. Oh right, because Admiral Kahoku was actually supposed to be in one of 7, and I screwed up the scripting.
Enemy contact!
Go, go, go!
But you know what? It's fine.
Enemy is everywhere! Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Are you actually gonna fire Shepard? There you go. Haha, you missed. This is gonna be complicated with it just being me.
Enemy is everywhere! Go, go, go!
So this is can simple pursue so willing challenge complex lifesaver forms. Challenge them? Probably. Best them? I don't know, probably not. would they be considered a worthy opponent and acknowledged as
You must die.
worthy opponent? Absolutely. Down on the ground.
Commander, we owe Kahoku that much.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Oh god, it's Admiral Kahoku.
I guess Cerberus found him after all.
Let's finish hunting Cerberus down. Samurai, where one charges and the other says he draws a sword and once a slash ends the fight. Would a Jedi stand a chance? Yes, because of the Force. And even if the Force was not a factor, simple instinct. Never underestimate a Jedi's instinct even when they don't use the Force. Taking the same crew. And then this is gonna be... And yes, it would be awesome to see Samurai versus Jedi. This is gonna be my final mission for the night, because I am tired. Next time we'll be able to get on with some more of the actual story. So we'll need to use Varia, take care of Vermeer, wrap up the remaining side missions, and then of course there is the Bring Down the Sky DLC, which I want to do sooner rather than later, because it's my favorite side quest in the entire game. It makes these look really quaint. Gonna head out. Alright, have a good night, Jetty. Oh no. Okay. That's it. Got this, Miko. Very nice. And then the Mako went flying. Commander Shepard said, yay. And meanwhile, Ashley Williams was trying not to throw up, and Rex was thinking, this is awesome. This is what happens when I am tired. Not that way. Cerberus soldier had an identification tag for Captain Varsinth, one of the Solarian soldiers responsible for capturing the League of One. It's unclear how he came into possession of this relic. Yep, that is Cerberus armor, alright. Actually, no, that's a Solarian. But that is Cerberus armor. Or it's consistent of Cerberus armor anyway. Time to pay your due.
Target.
I will destroy you! I will destroy you! I will destroy you! I'm on!
I will destroy you!
Hot shield!
You must die! I will destroy you!
Let's try that again with less standing in front of the sniper's line of fire.
I'll kill you!
You are
Think we're
dead.
good, Commander.
Cautiously press a few buttons and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can to your hard suit's internal computer. Its memory wiped. The computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got plenty of time to crack them. Alright. And that, as they say, is that. Gonna head back to the Normandy, and that'll be it for this session of Let's Play Mass Effect. Join me next time where we head into the Armstrong Nebula and discover what secrets lay in that uncharted area of space. And until then, a good night, everyone.